With the announcement of the Fed on Wednesday with a 25 basis point hike and their statement on the economy and future plans, let me tell you, the real estate market is saved and better than ever. Why? Well, in this video, I will explain to you why this is and why you should get into real estate investing as fast as possible, so stay tuned. Hi there, my name is Jaime Shekaiba, and I welcome you to my channel, The Foreigner in America, where I teach locals and foreigners everything they need to know about producing money, keeping the money, and multiplying it, specializing in the markets and real estate. So if you're someone like myself who loves money and wants to be successful and free, please subscribe to this great channel and hit that bell so you follow up on my 2 weekly videos. Also, check out my blog, Instagram, and social media under the same channel name, and take a look at my book, which is a very solid read, and I will leave a link below for you to check out. So without further ado, let's begin. When you talk about the economy and money, there are certain things you need to take into account. One is banks. So banks are the IRS's best friend. If you see someone cheating on your best friend, what do? Do you try and protect the cheater, or do you tell your best friend what is going on? Well, banks tell the IRS everything. How much money you have, movements, deposits, withdrawals, etc. Many people never use banks. They receive their money in cash and they spend their money in cash. This way, they can hide their money from the IRS and pay less taxes. Is this legal? No. Is this done by a lot of people, especially contractors and self-employed? Yes. So once you go to the bank and deposit $10,000, the IRS is notified instantaneously. And it will be ready for their cut in April when you do your taxes. Now, with the failure of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, this month the government is worried. Many other banks are in risk of failure since people want to take their money out in cash and they don't have it. The reason why they're taking their money out is because they don't feel safe in the economy we're right now. And this is caused by several factors, but the most important is the Fed tightening policies to control inflation. What is happening now is called credit crunching. When you hear something crunch, it's because you grabbed and squeezed it like a piece of paper. That's what they will start doing with credit and lending. If you want a loan to buy a house, buy a car, fix the house, or start a business, it will be tougher now. They will ask more money up front, less debt to income ratios, more cash flow, and take less risk. This means more rejected loans than ever. Like Robert Kiyosaki once said, debt is money. Although you might think debt is bad, since you're listening to Dave Ramsey a lot, it's true. Credit card debt is bad. But debt at 20% to buy things you don't need to impress people who don't care about you is also bad. Debt to buy a house when you have been renting for 20 years is not as bad. Debt to get a car you can afford to pay in cash but decide to keep the cash for emergencies is not bad. And debt to start and sustain a business is the best use of debt, as well as for real estate investing through the use of leverage. Once all those kinds of good debts start to slow down, the economy enters into a recession. What happens in the recession? People spend less money and get fewer loans or debt. And this means companies need to lay off people massively to keep their doors open, and things get more expensive in terms of inflation, but expensive things lose value like collectibles. Now, the Fed came out saying that there's only one more hike in the horizon after this 25 basis points on Wednesday, and they are stopping. So what does this mean for you? This means they're protecting their best friends, the banks, from collapsing. This also means no more mortgage rates going to the 7, 8, 10% as it was predicted before. Mortgage rates are going to stay steady and probably even drop a little bit into the 6 territory and sustain their pricing. Inventories are still low. We're not in the 6-month level to be stable where demand meets supply. So inventories are at 3 to 4 months, which means there is a lack of supply. And yes, mortgages are low, inventory has gone up, refinances are dead, but that doesn't mean anything new to the real estate market. like you see it right now, it's just going to get better and better since the Fed will leave it alone. Raising the federal funds rate affected the mortgage rates and caused panic on people buying houses. So, what's going to happen? If the Fed keeps its promise and only hikes the rate one more time and stops, the mortgage industry will pop back up. Prices will stabilize, people will start looking to buy again, and inventories will get lower, which means prices will start to go up. There will not be any refinances until the mortgage rates go under 5%. But at least there will be a movement in the market. Nothing like 2008, where everything got destroyed and we were well over the 6-month supply of houses. If you're renting and want to buy a house, and you ran the numbers and you can afford it, go ahead and buy, because the price will go up in the next 12 months with this announcement. When the rates start going down, you can easily refinance and get some money back on your monthly payment. What inflation does in the next 24 months is uncertain. Maybe inflation will persist at 5% for 2 more years. We never know. But one thing for sure, they cannot afford to have banks collapse. Their best friends need to be saved first and then deal with the 5% inflation. No one talks about the real estate market anymore. But if they stop raising rates, that's oxygen for the market and will make it pop back up very fast. If you're an investor like me, keep your eyes open for investment properties where you can get positive cash flow. I will tell you to keep saving money and execute in Q3 or Q4 this year when we really know what the Fed is gonna do. They're keeping their promise of not raising any rates. But remember, take control of your life and take control of your money. Thanks a lot for watching my video. If you enjoyed it and found useful information, give me a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any one of my 2 weekly videos as soon as they come out. So have a great day. Don't lose any money, and I'll see you next time.